All right. We're here with the Puma. Why do I keep saying Puma, man? I don't know why. It's the Air Jordan 4 RM. I had to double check the box on that one and double check. But yeah, man, so this is the second Black Cat shoe that I'm reviewing today. Yeah, so we coming off of Black History Month, and you know Black History Month is the shortest month of the year, so every year I'm going to be doing all black shoes, maybe in the month of February, or at least 1 or 2 pairs. I don't know yet, I haven't decided, but we gonna start here. For Black History Month that just passed, yeah, these are basically a skater slash biking, street biking shoe collab. You know, Nigel Sylvester doing his bike air thing. But anyways, we're gonna take a look at the upper. You already know what time it is. And I also have the other Black Cats here as a comparison. I'm going to use the right shoe, which has a couple of defects here right off the bat, as I can see, but I can't really hate because this was the display pair, so I was just lucky to get my hands on them in the first place. The Jordan 4 RM is basically meant to appeal to the Jordan fans that also are into street biking and street skating and that type of scene. They're very functional shoes, lots of padding, and yo, if I was a skater, I'd wear them. They're the closest thing you're gonna get to skater Jordans. This upper is actually a little bit more soft of a leather than the actual Black Cat 3s. Now, the reason I'm reviewing these is because they're so close to the Black Cat 3s, and if you missed out on them, these are probably a good option because I noticed that these started selling out the minute that the Black Cat sold out. But in any case, the upper is pretty much the same except for the fact that you have this, you know, this plastic kind of sturdy area here that's meant to help with stability in the shoe. It basically wraps around the shoe and around some of the lacelet portions. It's all plastic, but you know, I'm not a fan of all black shoes, but you know, I gotta say, you gotta keep at least one in the closet because you never know when you need something to go with a weird outfit that you have and nothing else fits. Black goes with everything. You know, it has a little bit of flex to it, a little bit of interesting cross-hatching design there. But for the most part, this leather upper is actually really nice and it feels soft to the touch. It does have a nice bit of thickness to it, to be honest with you, pause. But yeah, man, and this is, you know how skater shoes are. They really focus on comfort and having a plush feeling to them. A lot of you know, a lot of padding in here, man. It's just, it is what it is. You know what? Skater shoes have some of the best padding that you can get in sneakers. I was very hesitant in trying on skater shoes, but when I finally did, and I got a free pair from the school I was going to, I couldn't believe how comfortable them shits was. No wonder you guys wear them things out till they're flapping and talking on you, you know what I'm saying? Because them shoes got some serious padding in it, and it's hard to put your foot into anything else after wearing them for a while. When you're talking about sizing, you might want to think about going you know, true to size on these ones because, you know, and maybe even down half a size. When I put them on foot, I'm gonna know for sure Jordan branding here on the heel section as well as Nike Air. Now, you guys are familiar with the Bike Air versions, but these are not them, although it would have been pretty cool if they put those on the back too as well. The back of these are very similar to the Jordan 3 Black Cats as well, which you can see here with the little hang tab area. Slight differences, you can see here, this has the Jordan brand and the Air as opposed to the Nike Air branding, but the way they shape this, even though it's supposed to be a Jordan 4 spinoff, is very similar to the Jordan 3, as you can see here. Now, what do you guys think in the comment section? Did they really do a good job of representing the 4, or did they make it too much like the 3? Because they look really similar to me, but well, you guys know which Black Cats I like the best, man. I'm still a fan of my Jordan. Yo. These are the Black Cats. These are the real Black Cats. If you ain't got these, you ain't got no Black Cats, fam. I think I gotta clean these real quick. Anyways, getting back to the shoe, we have our basketball net style lacing on the front here, and I do like this style of lacing. It has a little bit of cushion inside of them, and there's a little bit, you know, it's just a little bit more substantial. Jordan branding with the Flight logo, and you have this kind of like, you know, the whole shoe is like it's like a very short-haired suede almost, and it's somewhere between nubuck and suede, and you do get that back and forth motion on there, which I really am a fan of. of. But yeah, man, super cool shoe. Encapsulated air sole unit in the forefront. Actually, you know what? I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to check on that if they actually have an air sole in the front, because I feel like for skating shoes, they like to have a lot of court feel, as we say in basketball terms. But as far as there being an encapsulated air sole in the front, there might be, and I'm pretty sure there is, but I have to double check, and a visible air unit in the back. Once again, just like the Jordan 3. Super similar, like, once again, man, I know it's the 4, but they really just did a one-up, and just, you know. Oh, before I forget, the bottom of the shoe also is the same as the exact 4 Jordan brand on the mid portion of the shank plate area, where you would normally find a shank plate, but there is none here. And you have your star pattern here. You can obviously tell how worn a shoe is, so if you guys are looking to see if a shoe's been worn or not, you can always check out the star patterns on the top. Now, once again, we're gonna compare these to the 3 bottoms. Both are looking clean, although a lot more herringbone on the RMs here, surprisingly. So these, I'm led to believe, will have a lot better traction because of the herringbone, the multi-directional herringbone, something very cool, and that actually gives you a already pre-worn out heel, which is pretty interesting because this is the section that usually gets worn out most quickly in shoes, and I think that's a pretty cool addition if you think about it. I'm sure nobody's really caught that, but most shoes are just straight up flat, and this is the section that gets worn out really quickly, as you can see. Now, obviously I haven't worn this pair yet, but it's just straight, and when you get this type of situation here, when you end up having heel drag, this isn't going to be affected, and the herringbone's not going to be affected. So super cool addition to the shoe. They kind of angled that off. But you know, one other thing I noticed about this shoe is the toe box. These things are probably wide footer beasts, because yo, the toe box, they're fat, Bridget. Holy smokes, you already know. And yo, the booty squeeze test, yo, we're talking Bernice Burgos, guy. Yawa Senpai. So, yo, I'm telling you, this thing is brolic back here, buddy. If you guys were looking for the Jordan Black Cats and you missed out on them, a lot of people went for these, and you know, they appreciate the little bit of white hits that you have on them. They did come with an extra pair of white laces here, as you can see in this recyclable box that they're trying to market as, you know, they're trying to move to 0 carbon emissions or whatever. But yeah, man, all white laces come with these if you want to switch them out. Now, it's not the same type of laces. They are a little bit of a thinner style lace. It's not the basketball style lacing that we got with the actual pair of shoes. As you can see here, it's a thin style. But yeah, man, at least you get an option. Now let's take a look at the box real quick. We have a green Jordan brand with the cement flight logo on the top. Box reads Air Jordan 4 RM black, white, noir, and size 11, of course. Inside the box, you have your 23 paper, and nothing too special about that. But yeah, man, what do you guys think about the these new RMs that are out? And are you guys that are actual skaters wearing these? How do you find them as far as comfort goes? Some people rock with them and some people don't. They do have a bunch of colorways that are out, and not all of them are super fire. There are a couple that are wearable, but for the most part, we know everybody in Canada is going to go for these, and obviously in the States as well, especially if you didn't miss out on the Black Cat. Now let's just take a quick comparison just so you guys can see them side by side here. Lots of stuff that they got similar to the Jordan 3. So I mean, if you did miss out on them, you can cop these. Now obviously it is a little bit of a different black, right? This is more of a very short haired nubuck, whereas I would say that this outer is actually like it's leather. It's like a suede. It's like a very, very short haired suede. It definitely has a different feel to it. So, you know, as far as weights of the shoe go, very similar. I'd say that the Jordan 3 is actually a little bit more bottom heavy, and these are a little bit more more lengthwise, and it's a little bit more heavier in the heel. So these shoes are a little bit more heel heavy. But are the Black Cat 3s better than the Jordan 4 Black Cats? I don't know, but these are a close consolation if you didn't get any of them. Plus they got a couple of white hits on the back. Pure fire, fan. Come with white laces too. One of the main differences between these and the Jordan 3s are that glossy portion on the midsole. This is more of a matte black. It's just a flat matte black. And you know, some of the material differences, you know, you can see here they got this almost Cordova style mesh, and I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like scratchy. It's almost something that you find on like something that's military grade. So they have done a good job of making the shoe bulletproof, or at least they're trying to give it a little bit more protection, because people are really trying to bike in these. And you know, these areas here, I don't know if you guys have done a lot of BMX biking in your childhood, but yo, the pedals be scraping up your shoes something fierce. So that's actually a really cool addition to help keep your shoes in shape, because I'm sure this area gets destroyed, especially when you're slipping and your feet are slipping off pedals and you're tricking and stuff like that, right? So yeah, man, very interesting. If you missed out, you have a chance to cop these. I believe there are some pairs of these sitting around, but as I said, they did go pretty quick. On foot coming up, and let me know in the comments what you guys thought of these. Did you cop, and have you tried on a pair of them? Let me know in the comment section, man. On foot coming up, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.